Okay, take 5. We're ready. Please. Do you talk to your cats?
Of course, especially about politics. You know what I'm saying? Politics.
Do your cats understand you?
Of course. They don't call me cat whisperer for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Do your cats listen to you?
Of course. Like, hey Luca, did you pee on my... Oh my god, don't tell mommy, it's too late. She just peed on my taco.
Alright, now we're going to play a game. Can you interpret what this cat is saying?
If that's the sound, we do know that it's the mating season.
And this?
And this one, you know, when the owner play too much PUBG or Overwatch, you know what I'm saying? They want attention, you know what I'm saying? Like I always do, like... How do you say that? Oh yeah, that.
Now, as you can see from the interview that we had with Miss Cardi Bob, the so-called cat whisperer, she claimed that she knows the language of cats. However, that's actually not quite true, because languages have these distinct properties, and we are going to tell you about all of these properties so that you would know more about human language and also cat language. Now, the first property is called reflexivity. Now, what it means here is that we can use language to speak about language. For example, I can't understand what he's talking about because he's using all this technical term. That is us thinking about the terms or the language that the person's using. Cats cannot do that. A cat meowing to another cat doesn't mean that it's giving advice to that other cat. It actually has no meaning behind it because they can't really reflect on the language that they use. They don't even know what language they're using. This ability can identify the other distinct properties of human language, which we are going to talk about more after this. Displacement, the ability that language gives us to talk about something or someone that is not immediately present or even something that doesn't exist. Linguistically speaking, we go further in space and time. When your cat comes home and meows at your feet, you're going to think that meow refers to this time and this place. But if you ask your cat where it went or what was it doing outside, you'll probably just get a meow back. Why? Because animal communication is designed for here and now. So to make it easier to understand, a cat will not meow about the past, will not meow about the future, but it will meow about the now. Next property that's called arbitrariness. Arbitrariness, because the language is a symbol system we give names to everything, and those names don't have any logical connection with the object that they represent. Words don't have a meaning as such, they are just symbols that aren't connected with the things but have meaning in our heads. And as we know, there's a way of naming one thing in so many different idioms according to the geographic location of someone. So, for cats, the sets of signals used in communication is finite, making the arbitrariness almost non-existent. Productivity is the capability to manipulate or use words and sounds to create many sentences and express many thoughts. Language serves to the human being to communicate whatever they want. Cats, however, can only say meow. It is not possible for cats to create new signals to communicate. This limiting feature is described as fixed reference. Each meow is fixed and relates to certain objects or occasion.
Watch this. While we may inherit physical features such as brown eyes, dark hair from our parents, we do not inherit their language. We acquire a language in a culture with other speakers, and not from parental genes. If a child was born to a Korean parents, was adopted and brought up to a English speaker in the United States, the child will speak fluent English and not Korean. A kitten, in the other hand, given comparable experiences, will produce meow regardless. We acquire our first language in a culture. So, there are differences between human language and also cat language in terms of cultural transmissions. Human language is organized at two levels or layers simultaneously.
Duality. The language has two specific structures. The primary, which has to do with the phonemes of the lyrics isolated, which has no meaning in our cognitive system. And the second one has to do with the composition of words, and it's when we compose a whole word which has meaning in our cognitive system.
Properties of human language make it such a unique system, different than the communication system of cat. However, there are arguments regarding this topic. A lot of spoken language directed by human to animals. For example, riders could say "whoo" to horses so they stop. Or for another example, when pet owners say sit to dog and they'll sit. So based on this example, can non-human understand human language? Probably not. The explanation behind this is that the animal produce particular behavior in response to a particular sound, stimulus or noise. They can't really understand the meaning behind that noise. So by now, can we understand cats? No, we can't. Can they understand us? No, they can't. So you have got your answers.
By this, I would like to end our video. Hope you enjoyed this video and goodbye!
So this is the animal that we were talking about. It's black in color. I don't know if he can understand us. Come on, say something, Saza.
Ciao!
Itam?
Ciao!
Itam, can you talk to us? Can you understand us? Look at the camera and say hi. Oh my goodness! So there is the argument for this topic. Bye!